Thank you for having me. My name is Nomathemba Mhlanga, and I am Coega Development Corporation's Chief Sustainability Officer. I have over 20 years' experience as a sustainability specialist, spanning the engineering consulting space, multilateral companies, as well as blue chip companies. In terms of Coega, we are a multi-award-winning special economic zone, or SEZ, and Coega has made sustainability central to its mandate and values. It's a core organizational value that drives our social, economic, and environmental growth. Coega has deepened its economic and environmental commitments through a structured approach to international conventions and protocols. Coega is clear on its role in advancing the nationally determined contributions on emissions, reduction targets, and adaptation strategies. Coega has a comprehensive climate response plan that sets a strategic vision for an effective climate response, just transition to a climate resilient and a lower carbon economy and society. The strategy intends to proactively address the impact of climate change on Coega's operations by embedding resilience, carbon emissions, reductions, and fostering sustainable practices across our operations. Coega is rooted in the eco-industrial park concept, which promotes collaboration among businesses located within a common industrial area. We enhance industrial symbiosis within the SEZ by identifying, enabling, and implementing opportunities for shared resource use, waste minimization, energy and water efficiency, and circular economy practices amongst tenants and zone infrastructure. Through our capital office, which is a dedicated investment structuring hub, we provide specialized investment planning, structuring, and capital raising, ensuring that large-scale projects entering the SEZ are investment ready. Our capital office acts as a single centralized interface for investors, financiers, DFIs, multilateral institutions, and private equity, removing fragmentation and improving transaction certainty. We therefore are able to translate national and provincial industrial policy priorities into bankable investment projects aligned with the SEZ's development pipeline, and to ensure that infrastructure development, regulatory processes, and funding models are sequenced and aligned, reducing investor friction and time to market. Additionally, by designing robust financial models, economic impact assessments, and project structuring frameworks, the Capital Office enables projects to attract blended finance, concessional funding, and catalytic capital. This expands the SEZ's capacity to host mega projects in data infrastructure, energy, logistics, manufacturing, and industrial services. The Capital Office strengthens bankability through a detailed development impact modeling, early stage concept and pre-feasibility packaging, structuring of appropriate risk allocations, and crafting commercially viable PPP frameworks. This de-risks both investor exposure and infrastructure delivery for the SEZ. Our Capital Office also leads the establishment of strategic partnerships with DFIs, sovereign funds, commercial banks, specialist infrastructure funds, and global technology partners. These partnerships deepen the SEZ's connectivity to regional and global capital markets and signal confidence in the SEZ's long-term growth trajectory. With strong internal governance and financial advisory functions, the Capital Office accelerates investment approval cycles, due diligence preparation, transaction structuring, and financial close processes. This is a major differentiator for investors seeking predictable execution in an African context. The Capital Office does not disengage after project entry. It supports expansion planning, refinancing, and recapitalization needs, accessing incentives, and preparing for scale-up or export orientation. This long-term relationship approach enhances investor retention and deepens economic impact. By building bankable models and investment cases, the Capital Office positions the Coega SEZ as a continental implementation platform, particularly for the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement linked industrialization projects. It creates a differentiated value proposition that Coega is not just providing physical infrastructure, it is providing project enablement, financial engineering, and cross-border investment structuring. Our capital office gives Coega a unique advantage through investment-ready project packaging, many SEZ's market service land, Coega markets fully structured, finance-ready projects, robust economic and financial modeling, where investors receive credible projections, impact analysis, and project financials, rare among African SEZs. We've got strong links to the development finance ecosystem, where access to concessional and blended finance sources strengthen our affordability and bankability. We've got a proven capability in complex infrastructure. Coega can deliver energy, data, logistics, and industrial infrastructure that other SEZs struggle to package or fund. So sustainability is integrated into every project from inception. A significant green skills gap exists. We acknowledge that transitioning to a circular economy or hydrogen-based, for example, grid, requires specialized skills. For this reason, Coega started addressing this gap 13 years ago through our catalytic maths and science program, which enables learners to improve their matric results in the mathematics and physical science areas, to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We achieved 100% pass rate in physical sciences and 99% pass rate in mathematics for the 2025 cohort. And we've been achieving almost 100% across both subjects in prior years, impacting the lives of over 1,000 young people since inception and building the next pipeline of change makers, scientists, and engineers. In addition, our dedicated Skills Development Center offers artisanal programs and apprenticeships to address scarce skills across key economic sectors, which not only works as a support mechanism for investors operating in the SEZ, but also serves as a critical service to public sector departments implementing socioeconomic programs. Additionally, geopolitics are challenging at the moment. President Donald Trump's second administration has launched what economists are calling one of the most comprehensive trade wars in modern American history. This means the Continental Free Trade Area Agreement must be expedited. There are several measures that should be implemented to facilitate trade and development in the region, including customs harmonization, tariff reduction and elimination, establishing an operational continental payment system, completing rules of original frameworks, and integrating the AfCFTA international frameworks and legislation, and a digital transformation of trade facility platforms. In terms of feasibility gaps, while there is global capital, there may be a shortage of investment-ready projects. Many green initiatives tend to fail at the feasibility stage because they lack the financial structuring required by private investors. We often also have grid and infrastructure challenges. Existing electrical grids cannot effectively accommodate the intermittent nature of wind and solar. Modeling these legacy systems is costly and is heavily reliant on related enabling policy regulations. But despite these challenges, opportunities do exist. There is the opportunity of decentralized energy through microgrids, which are a viable option. This allows remote areas to skip the national grid phase entirely. In terms of water conservation, considering our situation here in Nelson Mandela Bay, the metro's water scarcity crisis, the Coega SEZ is planning to stabilize industrial water consumption through water reuse infrastructure from our wastewater treatment plant. So there are ways of addressing some of these main challenges. On paper, Africa presents a compelling case for investment. With its rapidly expanding population, abundant natural resources, and rising digital connectivity, the continent is increasingly recognized as a high potential growth market for sectors such as consumer goods, financial services, and high tech. Because much of the continent is still developing its core infrastructure, it can still bypass fossil fuel industrialization altogether and build green from the ground up. However, Africa's promise does come with a caveat. Each African country has unique dynamics, varying by language, size, currency, and regulatory environment, and consumer behavior, making a one-size-fits-all approach ineffective. Companies must navigate an ecosystem dominated by small informal businesses, early-stage talent, and less standardized regulatory systems. Navigating this evolving landscape requires more than interest. It demands insight, local understanding, and a level of diplomatic agility. By preparing investment-ready projects in high-tech sectors, data centers, green hydrogen, circular economy, AI-enabled industries, Coega provides platforms for local technology firms to scale and integrate into global markets. We align SEZ infrastructure planning with emerging sectors: semiconductor packaging, digital infrastructure, renewable technologies, creating demand for local engineering, design, and tech services. We also facilitate industry academia partnerships that embed local research institutions into project development whilst encouraging domestic innovation, accelerating technology transfer through strategic partnerships. We also position Coega as a partner of choice for international firms seeking African market access, using structured deals to secure skills transfer and workforce development, localization of advanced manufacturing processes, and know-how in operations, maintenance, and digital industrial systems. In negotiating with global OEMs and technology players, we integrate technology transfer conditions into investment agreements, ensuring long-term industrial capability in South Africa. By attracting investments in high-tech and digital infrastructure sectors, we also foster an environment where global expertise interact with local industrial capacity, enabling diffusion of advanced technologies. We support the transition of local innovations from research to market by designing commercialization and scale-up pathways, structuring pilot to commercial funding models, and bringing IP creators with private investors and DFIs. So through ecosystem development, in other words, innovation zones, data and tech clusters, green tech precincts, we create demand for homegrown IP, reducing reliance on imported solutions. Additionally, our modeling tools, particularly economic and development impact models, help demonstrate the value of local technology to funders, improving competitiveness of South African IP in global markets. We also embed ESG risk assessments, opportunity mapping, and performance indicators into project preparation, making projects more attractive to ESG-focused investors. Through blended finance structuring, we channel capital toward low-carbon, resource-efficient, socially inclusive industrialization. And our ESG considerations inform infrastructure design, for example, renewable energy integration, water efficiency, labor and community engagement strategies, local procurement planning, gender mainstreaming, and environmental stewardship. By measuring and reporting ESG outcomes, we strengthen investor confidence and align with global sustainability benchmarks. We also quantify and optimize development impact through rigorous modeling that covers job creation, whether direct, indirect, induced, GDP contribution, export potential, SMME participation, localization and supply chain capacity building, skills and human development. And because projects are packaged with measurable developmental outputs, government and financier support is easier to secure. We also work across the project lifecycle from concept to financial close to ensure that developmental priorities remain embedded, not diluted. By structuring regionally relevant industrial and infrastructure projects, we have been able to position Coega as a continental platform for manufacturing scale-up, logistics and trade facilitation, technology diffusion, SEZ to SEZ industrial corridors, and this strengthens South Africa's role as a hub for African industrial value chains, leveraging localization and technology transfer at a continental scale. Ensuring equitable prosperity starts with introducing the concept of sustainability as a foundational skill. By integrating circular economy principles into the school curriculum, or even ESG and sustainability, we can move beyond theory and awareness. Instead of teaching students how to just simply recycle what they buy, lessons should focus on repairing, repurposing, upcycling. This not only enables skills development, but also fosters an entrepreneurial mindset from a very young age. Another important shift we can make is recognizing that zero waste is not a new trend, despite many that might think so. For many, it has been a survival mechanism that has been practiced for generations. While affluent suburbs may just be learning how to reduce, reuse, and recycle, many underserved communities have been practicing these principles out of necessity for yonks. We must create platforms where community members can also lead that sustainability conversation, taking into account that indigenous knowledge is sometimes the best knowledge to really embed some of these principles. Reintroducing the concept of sustainability as a foundational skill should also improve Coega's social facilitation with traditional leaders to ensure the powerful role of less skilled communities is transformed into active participation. When communities are engaged through recognized leadership, there are co-design initiatives and contributions to local knowledge and obviously ownership of outcomes, which is extremely important. This transforms sustainability from a compliance exercise into a shared development journey. Coega is also committed to creating meaningful economic opportunities through the green economy. And in the last financial year alone, I am very proud to say that Coega achieved an almost 50% SMME procurement. To be exact, 48.77% procurement spend on projects against a target of 33%. A total of 1.9 billion in contracts were awarded by Coega, and 945 million benefited Black-owned SMMEs. In terms of skills development, training outputs, and job creation, Coega trained 5,000 people and created 15,500 jobs in the SEZ, and 11,000 cumulative operational jobs and 4,600 construction jobs. I think I deserve to give us a clap on that. We've done very well in terms of that. With global attention shifting to green industrialization and climate-aligned investment, the African Green Economy Summit offers a very strategic platform for Africa to demonstrate its role in shaping the green growth agenda. We cannot overlook the fact that a lot of the conversation around green growth has been dominated by the global north due to the fact that they have been the cause of a number of the greenhouse gas emissions we're seeing. The global south, however, has a real development trajectory to talk about in terms of green economy. And there is real significance of the Aegis platform in that it sees that these outcomes are achieved, partnerships are formed, ideas are catalyzed, and investments are pledged or secured. For us, this is a monumental event that positions us as a continent that should be driving its own agenda in terms of the green economy. Coega decided to partner with the African Green Economy Summit because it contributes to our mission and vision by providing a platform for discussions on economically enabling initiatives and critical infrastructure projects. The structured investment matching environment that has been presented by AGES has been thoughtfully designed to facilitate real deals and long-term collaborative opportunities. Coega's partnership with AGES presents an opportunity to showcase our green economy portfolio. This exposure will allow us to connect directly with investors, DFIs, policymakers, and potential partners to further our impact in terms of investment attraction, job creation, and overall sustainable socio-economic development. Essentially, we recognize that women are not peripheral to Africa's green or blue economy for that matter. They are producers in terms of agriculture, aquaculture, waste, energy, ecosystem restoration. They are innovators if we consider clean tech, circular economy, and climate services. They are risk managers in climate adaptation, food security, and community resilience, and more. However, their impact is often fragmented, informal, and undercapitalized. Special economic zones like Coega represent a powerful but underutilized lever to change this. Special economic zones aggregate infrastructure, investment, regulation, and markets. They can translate climate ambition into bankable, scalable projects. And they can intentionally integrate women-led enterprises into industrial and climate value chains. Our story is about connecting women's climate leadership to SEZ scale execution. I hope to elaborate on this with the highly skilled and dynamic ladies joining me on the panel. Well, as Africa transitions towards a low-carbon future, the Coega SEZ offers an enabling industrial ecosystem for businesses to thrive. Our SEZ offers a one-stop shop that streamlines regulatory permits, licensing, and applications, cutting through all the red tape that would normally prevent industrialization from taking place. We've got Green Star rated facilities. We've got 2 facilities in the SEZ that have already received Green Star certifications from the Green Building Council of South Africa. And we are planning on making sure that this becomes rolled out to the entire SEZ, including our own building where we sit as Coega. There's the Green Ammonia Hub to look out for. Very exciting for us. The Coega SEZ is to be home to one of Africa's most ambitious sustainable energy initiatives, the Hive Hydrogen Green Ammonia Project. In terms of solar innovation, the Coega Rooftop project offers a reliable, utility-scale green energy option with another 100 megawatt solar projects on the horizon. And then we also offer zoned land with pre-approved authorization for the installation of bulk services for investor readiness across many sectors. So if this is what interests you, please book a meeting with one of our sustainability experts, myself included, and partner for progress at this year's Africa Green Economy Summit. We look forward to engaging.